What's going on? It's Monday, August 29th, 2022. I'm headed to this W2. I already had a highway detour. That's how my day started. But you know what? It's a very confusing day because it's also my Friday. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, my schedule to W2 was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And it's Monday. So it's Friday. Yeah, that's confusing. Let's do a little happy dance. Yeah, let's do happy dance. Yeah. Bipolar. Didn't week day for sure for me. So I fit great with Walmart, because they are the most bipolar place ever. Up and down, through the woods and all that. So, because you know what? It was busy yesterday. I only did about 5 deliveries. I think I ended up doing 6. And it was busy. So, good deliveries. And that's what we're going to end up talking about. But let's talk about, this is going to be the first time in almost over 2 months anyway that I am not going to get the weekend incentive. There's no way, no chance, no how. Yep, Saturday night, I ended up working till like 8 o'clock at the W2. Everything that happened there happened late afternoon. I had a truck get stuck in Ohio, and it took me to like 8 o'clock at night to straighten that out. And, there was no one delivery. I did one delivery at lunchtime, and that was it. It was just wasn't a day that I could sneak out and take off early and be on call and all that stuff. Just didn't happen. So, I only got about 7 deliveries in. No chance I'm going to get there. Today, the strategy is going to be this simple. I am going to go straight to Chesterfield, Missouri, from my job. I'm going to flip that app on and see what's going on. If there's nothing going on, I might just keep going home. If there is stuff going on, then I'll probably work. And that's the deal. That's my plan for today. But that's not what I want to talk about. So I have an either or for you. Maybe 7, 8 o'clock last night, somewhere in there, 7:30 maybe. Sometime in there, I got offered a $49.60 shopping delivery. I had just done a $49 shopping delivery. That was 50-something items. No big deal. Right on. I wish every delivery was like that, right? Okay, so I got another one, $49.60. Boom. It was 57 items compared to what I just did. It was 51. But then when I opened it up, it said extra large. And then it said 120. What did it say? When the first number is really picks. I 57 picks and 120 items. Now, a lot of those would have been bags. There's no doubt about that. But the thing that made me give that order back, right, was it said extra large. So there was some great big stuff on there, and I ended up giving that order back. I struggled with it, and I ended up getting penalized for it. If you give an order back right away and say it's an app issue, my experience, and there'll probably be 2 or 3 people come on here and say, no, I'm wrong. And let me tell you this, I'm often wrong. But if you do it right away, I don't usually get penalized for it. But I did get penalized for this one. Because I was surprised I gave it back. But why would I give a $49.60 shopping order back? I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm not dragging 2 shopping carts through Walmart. If there's any chance of that, I'm not doing it. Now, other people do it, take pictures of it, and put it on social media, and brag about it, and all that. Yeah, I'm not doing it. And then there's the other part of it, when you're dragging 2 carts through Walmart, which I'm not going to do, is that stuff can only stay in your cart that's refrigerated for so long. And if they stay longer, they'll just cancel the order on you. And I don't know what you paid for that. Yeah, so that's why I gave it back. So I gave that order back, and last night was incredibly busy. So they were shooting order after order after order. and do kind of something we talked about a little bit yesterday, shoot the 1 minute round robin at you over and over and over instead of, just once an hour. Here's what I ended up doing. I just turned the app off because a lot of the good orders were like 20 miles away from me and they were closer to my house, right? So here's what I ended up doing. I turned down, and then I struggled with it. I gave the $49.60 order back because, I'm not dragging 2 shopping carts through Walmart. I'm just not doing it. If there's any chance of that happening, I'm not doing the order. If that order would have said medium or large, I would have done that a million times out of a million times. But when it's an extra large, there's a shot that it wasn't all going to fit in one shopping cart. And I'm not doing that. So I gave that order back, and I'm still battling with it. I gave that order back, and then I get offered like 10,000 more deliveries. It's obviously really busy, right? There's one shopping order which I'd rather do that was $30, but I was way too far away from it. So and a lot of the other orders were near that, but I was just too far away. The last thing I wanted to do is get penalized for a late delivery on top of the order I just gave back. So what I did is I turned the app off and I drove about 20 minutes, right? So I drove the 20 minutes, I turned it back on, and boom! Almost immediately I get a $30 shopping order out of the Arnold store that's 11 items. Now, that's the first part of the either or. Would you rather do a $49.60 order with 57 picks and 120 items, or would you rather do a $30 delivery that has 11 items and I think it was 18 or 19, or I should say 11 picks with 18 or 19 items, but then you got to factor in the bags. I think it ended up being 12 total items in Arnold. So with 12 total items compared to probably at least 80 total items at the other place. $49.60. I think the other one paid $29.47. Either or, right? Well, I did the Arnold. Okay, it was done shopping in there. 20 minutes. The other one would have probably taken me real close to an hour to do, right? So I was in there and out of there in 20 minutes in Arnold, got that delivered. Boom! I get another shopping offer, $19, 3 items. One of those was a bag, 2 items. I was probably 5 minutes away from it, and the delivery went right back to where, right on my way home. So there's the either or. Would you rather do one order, okay, that's $49.60, right? It's 57 picks, so it's at least going to be 57 items, but probably closer, I would say, to 80, because the total was 120. That says extra large on the order, so there's at least a fair chance that there's some great big items on there, and you might need 2 cards. That's why I give it back. I'm not dragging 2 cards through Walmart. Okay, or would you rather do 2 orders? What's $30 with 11? It ended up being 12 items total that you're done with in 20 minutes, and then another 19, which of course 30 and 19 add up to 49. So it was an even trade. That was, and the second one was a paint can and a paintbrush, and that's it. I was in and out of there in 5 minutes. Well, I'm going to tell you the two orders, right? You'd rather do those 2 for $49 than the 1, right? So talk a lot about the fast break, that at least consider that mindset, because the what I ended up doing was way better than what I gave back. Yeah, if it was said 57 items in a medium delivery, hey, and let me say this: a lot of times the small, medium, large, and extra large things don't mean a thing, but I'm not taking the chance on that when you're talking about a 120 total item shopping delivery. Now, I would think 40 of that was bags, and I've done 80 item shopping deliveries before, but the thing that made me give it back was the extra large. Yeah, because it may have not all fit in one shopping cart, and that is the one time that I will give back a shopping order. It was hard. It was hard. Now it all turned out beautiful. Here's the moral to this whole story. More and more, the way things are, I'm just not going to do orders I don't want to do. And that's the bottom line. Life's too short and all that. And I think you can make plenty of money doing the orders that you want to do. And that's the bottom line. Having had a really good week, made, somewhat close to $1,400 over my W-2, which means I made over $2,500 total. I mean, just wonderful. Just a wonderful week. Now this week, no incentive to start out the week. So yeah, I probably will work today to kind of make up for that a little bit. I do have tips coming in today, but not a whole bunch. I would like to get to $47 in tips. That would have meant I made $200 yesterday, which would have been crazy. But I would like to just do a couple deliveries today, because I do kind of, no matter what, unless there's some kind of crazy morning incentive tomorrow, I plan on sleeping in tomorrow. So, but working depending on the incentive. If there's no incentive tomorrow, I may take off. It just depends. But I really will probably have to work because of not hitting the weekend incentive. I gotta make up that money somewhere. Let's do it. I actually gave back a shopping delivery. That's crazy. But then I ended up getting two deliveries that added up exactly almost to what I would have got for the one, and I think that was better. Wow. Do the deliveries that you want to do.